Now we are going to look at the most important thing as far as operations in matrices are concerned. So we have seen as such, as far as I am concerned, class 11th or 12th or somewhere there is syllabus where it says that matrix multiplication is meaningful object and you know when it is. So let's look at matrix multiplication and try to see the importance, different ways of matrix multiplication. All right. So let's take an example to understand things. So what we know is that if I have matrix A, which is Aij, M cross N, and I have matrix B, which is Bij, it is a size N cross P. So this N and this N matches. All right, this is what I would like you to understand it. It matches. The columns here should be equal to the rows here. So columns, number of columns of A is equal to number of, this is what you need to talk of AB. All right, once you've talked of this N and N cancels out, you get the matrix of size M cross P. This is what it is. Fine. And what is the entry that you would like to see? So if I write AB as CLK, fine, which is of the size M cross P, I would like to see what is CLK. So CLK is supposed to be equal to, let me write it here, CLK will be equal to, you have to look at AL1. So L is here, so AL1, B1K plus AL2, B2K, all the way till AL. There are N of them, so till N, and B and K. Fine. So look at this, N cancels out, 2 cancels out, 1 cancels out. That's the idea that you have. Or which is same thing as writing at here. If I write like this here, look at AL1. AL1 is nothing but, I will just write AL1 here, AL2 here, ALN here. Sorry. So I should have written a small a here. Fine. And then I'm taking dot product, or if I write the matrix like this, then you can understand it is Bn1, Bn2, Bnk. All right. So this L and K, L is here and K is the column. All right. So what you're saying is that we are looking at Lth row of A and Kth column of B. This is what we are looking at. So if I just say that, so if you remember, Lth row means this is the Lth row, fine. And what is the kth column of B? So B dot here and K here. This is what we had. All right. So this is the way we multiply. That was the idea as far as matrix multiplication was concerned, and we learned it in our school days. Fine. Let's take an example to understand it better. Example. So I take A as 246, 8012, B as 130701. So I've taken these numbers on purpose so that you can understand what exactly is going on. So let's compute what is AB, the 1 entry of that. So the 1 entry is going to be, look at here. So I'm supposed to look at the first row of A and then the first column of B. First row of A is 246 and B here, if I look at the first column of B is 130. So I get it as 2 into 1 plus 4 into 3 plus 6 into 0. All right. So whatever the sum, that I'm not bothered, but this is what it is. Is that okay? You can compute the sum yourself. So this way you can compute every entry as far as you are concerned. So let's write AB for us. So it is A times B is going to look like, the first entry, 1 entry is this. We've already seen it, 2 into 1 plus 4 into 3 plus 6 into 0. What about the second entry? Second entry is going to be 2 into 7 plus 4 into 0 plus 6 into 1. 1 entry is going to be 2 here and 1 here. So 8 into 1 plus 0 into 3 plus 12 into 0. All right. please verify because I do a lot of mistakes. So 8 into 7 now, plus 0 into 0, plus 12 into 1. This is what my matrix is. All right. So I want you to understand this, that and now you can add all of them and get your answers. Everything is nice, no problem. Fine. Let's do some small jugglery now. So what we are going to do is that we are going to look at this one and this one separately. So I'm going to write this as 2 into 1, 8 into 1, 2 into 7, 8 into 7 as one matrix. Fine. Plus, I'm going to write another matrix 4 into 3, 0 into 3. Similarly here 4 into 0, 0 into 0, plus 6 into 0, 12 into 0, 6 into 1, 12 into 1. I'm going to write like this. Fine. What is the importance? Let's try to understand. So we have learned some matrix multiplication now. So I'd like you to see that there is 2 common here, 8 common here. All right. So I have got 2 here, 8 here, and I'm multiplying it to 1 and 7. Just look at here. 2 into 1, 2 into 7, 8 into 1 into 8 into 7. So I get this matrix multiplication here. This is 40 times 30 plus 612 into 0, 1. Fine. So what we have done is that matrix multiplication was, this was nice, but I can also write like this. So if you compare here, what exactly we have done is 2, 8 is the first column here. So what we are doing here is I'm looking at the first column of A, and what is 1, 7? 1, 7 is the first row of B. I'm writing it as first row of B. And this matrix multiplication makes sense basically because this is of size, first column is of the size, look at the column size, it is 2 cross 1. So this is 2 cross 1, this is 1 cross 2, fine, 1 cross 2, and therefore this makes sense to me. Is that okay? Fine. Similarly, if I look at this, this is nothing but the second column of A, 40 is the second column, and I'm multiplying this to the second row of B. Is that okay? Similarly, third one, third times third. So I want you to understand here that this one will cancel out with this one, this 2 cancels out with this 2, this 3 cancels out, and at each stage I am getting a 2 cross 1 matrix times 1 cross 2 is 2 cross 2. Again, this is 2 cross 1 times 1 cross 2. So again, I get 2 cross 2 matrix. Here also 2 cross 1 times 1 cross 2. So I get a 2 cross 2 matrix. So I've got sum of 2 cross 2, 2 cross 2, 2 cross 2 matrix, which is same as that. Fine. And how did I get it? Understand again. This is coming with the red one. This one is coming with the green one here. 4303 and 4000. Fine. And third one is whatever is left out. Is that okay? So I have got this as a matrix multiplication. So what we are saying here is that when I want to look at matrix multiplication AB, fine, I'm looking at the columns here. Look at the columns here. The first column, second column, third column of A. Fine. So I can write this as first column, second column like this till the nth column of A. This is my A. B, I am supposed to write the rows here. The first row of B, second row of B, till nth row of B, I'm going to write like this. And then when I multiply it, I can multiply it as the first column times the first row plus second column times the second row and so on till nth row, sorry, nth column into nth row. All right. So the important thing is that all of them, they are nice matrices. Is that okay? So there are n columns here. The size was m. So this is m cross 1. This is 1 cross p. So it gives me an m cross p matrix. Is that okay? So all of them are m cross p matrices, and therefore this matrix multiplication makes sense. So this is one way of matrix multiplication which you need to understand. It's very, very important. It leads to what are called rank decomposition of matrices, projection matrices, and so on. Very, very important idea that you need to understand. You cannot get away with this idea of matrix multiplication. This is one thing. Another way to represent this is I'm going to write this part again and we'll do something else. Copy, paste. So let me write it here. So now what I'm going to do is at this stage, I am want to look at just the first row. What is the first row now? All right. So let's look at what is the first row of AB. So the first row of AB is nothing but, so this is the notation for the first row. It is 2 into 1 plus 4 into 3 plus 6 into 0, 2 into 7 plus 4 into 0 plus 6 into 1. So this is nothing but, look at 2 and 2 is common here, 4 and 4 is common, 6 and 6 is common. So it is 2 times 1 7 plus 4 times 3 0 plus 6 times 0 1. All right. This is same as 2 is here, 4 is here, 6 is here, times I can write here 1 7 here for the time being. Just look at here. 2 into 1 7 will come together like this. 4 into 3 0 and then 6 1. All right. So let me not write like this, otherwise. So 1 7 here, because 1 7 is coming. So 2 into 1 7, 4 into 3 0 and 6 into 0 1. Fine. So what I would like you to see here is that this is same as 2 4 6 is nothing but the first row of A, and this is the whole matrix B. Fine. So look at this part that you had here. So I should copy this part also for you so that you can understand it. Copy, paste. All right. So you can see that this is the first column that you are looking at. 2 4 6 is the first column, and this is the matrix B that you are looking at. And you are able to multiply basically because this is a 1 cross 3 matrix and this is a 3 cross 2 matrix. So this 3 and this 3 cancels out, you get a nice matrix. All right. So this is what I would like you to understand here is that when I am looking at the first row of AB, it is first row of A times the matrix B. So in general, if I want to compute the ith row of AB, I just have to look at the ith row of A times B. It makes sense because this is a 1 cross n matrix and this is a n cross p matrix. The output will be a 1 cross p matrix, and which is nothing but the ith row of AB, which is 1 cross p. Is that okay? So try that out yourself. Similarly, you can try the other part as well. Now, can we do something with the columns? This will be able to get the rows. I'm able to construct the rows of AB by this method. Fine, all the rows. Question is that can I compute the columns of AB? Fine. So let's look at the first column of AB. Is that okay? So let's look at this first column of AB, what it is. So this is the first column of AB that I have. Fine. This is the first column of AB. So this is first column means this is the notation that I have, first column of AB. So let's look at here. 1 is common, 3 is common, 0 is common. So it is 2 8 times 1 plus 4 0 times 3 plus 6 12 times 0. This is what it is. Fine. So this I would like you to see that this is nothing but 2 8 4 0 6 12 times the matrix 1 here, 3 here, 0 here. So let's compare this with this matrix AB here. This is nothing but A times, look at B, it is the first column of B. So when I want to get the column of AB, I just need A times this. All right. So in general, if I want to get jth column of AB, jth column, what I need is just write A as it is, no problem, and then multiply it by the jth column. Jth column of B. And here I'm looking at jth column of AB. Is that okay? So these relationships are there that you need to understand. Fine. So understand again, it's a very important idea that you can matrix multiplication. One way that we had learned was from the very beginning in our school, which was this part, that we could get this part. Then there is, this is the dot product top of thing, which is said that this is supposed to be dot product, because we are, in some sense, we are multiplying something here, dot by dot, getting entry by entry. This is called the matrix method. This that is I'm looking at is what is called matrix method. That I'm getting the whole matrix using a small matrices. All right. So it turns out that these are called what are called rank 1 matrices. We'll come to the idea of rank. What is the rank of a matrix after some time? When you come to system of equation, do something, then we'll get that part. So this is in terms of writing the whole matrix in terms of rank 1 matrices. Fine. This is, I'm trying to get the rows of the matrix AB. So it is called the row method. So this is called the row method. Because I'm trying to get the rows of the matrix AB. Here I'm trying to get the columns of the matrix. So this is called the column method. All right. So these are the 4 ways of matrix multiplication. There is one also which is to do with some matrices that you would like to understand, then please go to my notes and understand it. But I would like you to understand these 4 ideas, which are very, very important, and we'll be using it left and right. All right. Anywhere you need to be conversant with this. When we come to system of equations, the row method will be very, very important. Fine. When I look at rank and things like that, the matrix multiplication will be different, will be used, and so on. So everywhere something or the other will become very, very important. So learn them very nicely. Is that okay? Now some remarks about examples or remarks. Fine. So I had the matrix A as M cross N, B was N cross P. Then we see that AB is defined and is of size M cross P. Fine. 2, B times A is not defined. Why not defined? Because B is of size N cross P, A is of size M cross N. So these 2 are not equal. P is not equal to M. All right, not defined if P is not equal to M. Fine. Even if BA is defined, the size of AB and BA need not be the same. Fine. So for example, if I have A as 1, 2, 3, B as 2, -1, 4, then if I look at BA will be 2, -1, 4 times 1, 2, 3, which will be equal to, just multiply it out, 2 into 1 plus -1 into 2 plus 4 into 3, which is same as 2 minus 2 plus 12, which is same as 12. All right. But what about AB? If I want to get AB, AB will be, just look at here, 2 -1, 4, 4, 2 into -2 is -2, 2 into 4 is 8, 3 into 2 is 6, 3 into -1 is -3, 3 into 4 is 12. So this is what the matrix will be. I would like you to see here, which is important idea here, that this entry was same as this entry. They are same. All right. We'll see that their structure is similar when we come to eigenvalues, eigenvectors. All right. This is what I would like you to understand it. This is one thing. Remark 3, that they are different. The sizes are different. This is a 1 cross 1 matrix. This is a 3 cross 3 matrix. So the matrices are different, but they have similar structure. Fine. Another thing I would like you to know is that it may happen that A times B is 0, but B times A need not be the 0 matrix. All right. So let's take an example. You can create yourself. So if I take A as 1, 1, 1, 1, B as 1, -1, 1, -1, then you can see that AB is 0. This will imply that AB is 0, 0, 0, 0. But if I want to look at BA, will be this into this part. So it will be 2 here, 2 here, minus 2 here, minus 2 here. All right. This is what is going to be. All right. So AB can be 0, BA need not be 0 as such. Fine. Is that okay? So A and B need not commute. So A and B need not commute. But there is a theory which says that under certain conditions, A and B will commute. That's not in our syllabus. It's beyond. So let's not worry about it. But there are ways to say that matrices commute. A will commute with A itself. A will commute with any power of A. A will commute with identity and things like that. Fine. So there are a lot of ways. So now theorem about matrix multiplication. Fine. The first thing that we have is, so A is an M cross N matrix. B is N cross P. And C is P cross Q, so that you can see that this matrix multiplication makes sense. B into C also makes sense for me. So the first thing is that associativity holds. AB into C is same as A times BC. Associativity holds. Fine. 2, for every K, a scalar K belonging to real number or complex number, whatever I have, K times AB is same as K times AB, which is same as A times KB. So you can put K anywhere that you want. Fine. 3, A times B plus, so I should not write C here, so I'm assuming so C plus D. So let me write D as N cross P itself so that it makes sense. Then this will be equal to AB plus AD. Fine. 4th, for every A, look at here, it is N here. So A is M cross N. I can multiply this by identity matrix of size this. I'll get it as A itself. And I can also multiply it by IM here times A and get the same matrix. Is that okay? So this is an identity matrices of different size, things like that. So I sub N is the identity matrix of size N. All right. So N cross N, if you remember, that identity matrices are supposed to be a square matrices. Fine. Now relating it with transpose and complex conjugate. So AB transpose is supposed to be equal to B transpose A transpose. Try that out yourself. Similarly, AB star is supposed to be equal to B star A star. Is that okay? So try these out yourself. Spend some time. I'm sure you can do it. If you do not, then look at my notes. And as usual, there will be some notes also in my NPTEL course. You can go there and then see it. Is that okay? But I would like you to understand the matrix multiplication is very, very important. The whole idea of matrix multiplication, that is row method, column method, and matrix method. They're very, very important.